want to share you how to incorporate the habit that you not know before. After I use this idle time for the podcast, movies or some other things by putting my headphone or headset, and I always listen while I brush my teeth. So that is what we call idle time. Hello, how are you? Are you fine? Really, I'm today here just to share you how to just stick to your working or to your progressing your daily routines. Especially I want to talk to you, or I want to share you how to incorporate the habit that you not know before. In the atomic habit, as you know, there is two kind of time, the active time and the idle time. So active time, in that sense, in that context, it is the time that we located or that we already assigned for some works. So that is an active an active time. But how we can use idle time? For example, if you are brushing your teeth, just that time already located for brushing your teeth. But in the same way, how we can use that active time, it is active, but how we can use for other things. For example, if you want to listen to the podcast, that is, the time that you shared or that you get from the active time. So you are incorporating, adding, stacking that time to the active one. Okay, that's what we call idle time. So you are at the same time using two times. That means if you are using 5 minutes for brushing, that 5 minutes also used for other things. You see, have you got me, guys? So what I really just activated in my life by reading and getting some idea from that book, the atomic habit, the one that written by James Clear. You can read even again. So I have used that principle to use in learning language. The language that I'm using now, the language that I'm speaking or communicating using with this language, really it was what we call miracles for me last time. But after I use this idle time by podcast to the podcast for the movies or some other things, by putting my headphone or headset, and I always listen while I brush my teeth. So that is what we call idle time. So ladies and gentlemen, if this idea is very good for you, please subscribe, hit that button to subscribe to our channel, because you will never miss our daily upload. Okay, so in my life, what I really successfully achieved last time, I started to use that idle time to listen every morning 5 minutes to listen to that podcast. I have audio and I have to listen when I brush that teeth. So I use that idle time for listening. Okay, so in that case, really, I now amazed and enthused, or I already excited really to learn this language, because if I don't know this language, you can't listen to me, or you can't understand what I'm saying, and I cannot even share my feelings or my skills or my experience. So that one is very interesting. I love you so much. I really very amazed and enthused, raptured even with what I'm doing, and I'm progressively showing daily growth. So daily growth is very important. You have to start something and you have to stick to that thing too until you just finish and see the result rather later on. Okay, that's very interesting. So I want to share you really the perseverance or resilience or commitment or persistence. Persistence is very important in something, okay? If you are doing some exercise or if you are learning some new things, if you not persistently work over that one, you will never be achieved or you will never be successful. So to succeed, to achieve, to see the last result, outcomes or findings, you have to commit it to your work, okay? Really, I already experienced it. I noticed it's working. I already just opened the great opportunity by learning this language. Of course, you are understanding me and we are also understanding one another. So use your idle time for something that you want to change in your life, that you want to have, what that you want to possess in your life. For example, if you want to learn language in this year, you have to use that idle time, okay, and allocate that idle time and make it alive into your life. And you have already potential, you have already experience, and you have also interest and ambition. So to see that results, that success in your life, daily routine, in daily morning, every morning you have to work again and again, consistently, committedly, and lastly you can just reward, okay? You can have some results or some good thing, outcomes. So after you see that outcomes, you may be excited, astonished, or you can marvel. So what I have done in my life, really, let me share you again what I already mentioned. So last time I started to learn language, English especially. I concentrated on English. So when I start learning that language, what I have identified is I have a lack of vocabularies. I have the lack of, consistency or consistency. Yes, consistency. I start and stop. I start and quit. So that was very bad thing for my life. So I stop. I cut it off and I start as a new thing. I resume everything from where I paused. So after I just do again over that one, I just successfully just win it. Oh, that's very good. I already overcome it. So pursue everything or go to your forward or to your last, what you are want to look at, what you want to have in your life, what you want to process in your life. So in that life, really, I progressively collect multiple words, many words, and so I just work to activate them, to use them, to substitute them in my communications. So that made me very robust, very rigorous, very perseverant person. I'm really very much commitment person. I'm very much a clever person, great person, doing all of that again and again. So this is what I want to share you. Please, if this one is a very good thing for you, subscribe, share, and give a comment. If my English is very clear for you, please help me, support me. I always want to make some videos over how I just successfully achieved my goals, my plans, and my interest, desires, everything just now activated. Now I'm always want to make some podcast over here, and I can help by this one by giving different tips and techniques that I used in my life to just boost up, scale up, and to successfully achieve what I already planned. Especially in the learning language, I applied many potentials, what I know, what I have. So do not blame person or the teacher that teach you, that share you when you were in the lower grade. He didn't push me to learn this language, or he just blamed me, he discouraged me, just you can maybe last everything, but do not blame that one. That is allegations. So it's not good now, but it start now. Today is your time. Today is your real time. the one that you want to successfully see something in your life, especially if you want to learn. If you want to learn language, guys, don't go anywhere, but activate what you have. Check and identify what you already had, especially you have potential, time, energies, and interest, ambition. So you have to activate that one. After you activate and develop that habit in your mind, use idle time. That means I already mentioned. I think by now you got some idea. I love you.